The people with mark of the beast, who now call themselves witches, blaspheme with the God who created the Pleiadians. I'm talking about the emperor who created the Pleiadians. He reported it to the seven kingdoms, and I was summoned before all the gods to open my defense. He's also the God who created the reptilians. The people with mark of the beast in Africa commanded him with my reflection to go up and down like a slaves, believing their false prophets when they are preaching, they walk in clockwise. It's whereby the witches do it by putting animals on people's foot to control their movement. But I've won the case successfully by the aid of the gods of the sea, who aid me to gain my throne, and the aid of the heavens, the rivers, and all the seven kingdoms. First of all, I'll thank them and those living among the men. But that is how I won the case. I didn't beg, and I didn't lie there. It is true, the gods are not allowed to speak to the living. Hermes was sending to talk to those who served the gods in Greece in the ancient days. He was even sent to King Odysseus in Greece to give him a wheat to eat. That will let him withstand the spell of the goddess who was transforming people to animals. And the spell that made King Odysseus survive 20 years in the North Pole castle I built myself, the time I built the bloodline in Greece. That castle is made up of women and women only. King Odysseus gave birth to his kind to one of the women. The rest are untouched until now. One Western country men in England and I think currently US to have rigged there. One aircraft too trapped there in a time travel zone. But that is not why I'm talking. I've won the case about the emperor, the people in Africa enslaved him to walk up and down with my reflection. And that is how I want it. Before we created man, the gods made a plan. Let's create man in our image. I repeat, let's create humans in our image. It means humans are equal to God because they were created in an image of God. The goat witches from the fancies who have fake children, who believe they can put animals on someone's neck spiritually and accuse him of a child that is not for him, calling their children demigods, to believe they can fight the gods by copying the knowledge from me, whereas I myself have never disrespected any god. That one too, they are cursed, but they are not guilty. Because man is God. So if a man wants to fight a god, he's right to do so. The gods have lived for thousands and billions of years. No one have crossed them and won before. The Titans was defeated by forces, by largest forces in the universe, and they were brought to earth. That is how the emperor who created the Pleiadians and the reptilians was abused by the Africans. But the question is, do the Africans still believe they can be equal to God by copying knowledge from me? Or they will serve God? In the Garden of Eden, book of Genesis, what the serpent said was not a lie. It is true. He said when you eat the fruit, your eye will open and you'll be like God. Now the witches see things like the way the gods see. It's lesser that they can see. They can see how people think. They can create machines, incubator, and many more. What I'm telling you is the truth, but it's also a trap. Is the humans ready to surrender to their creator? Or they will follow the serpent and become equal to God? Are they going to accuse Lucifer Morningstar for the evil they do and parasite him like the way they call him evil, Satan, devil, and the rest. God, Lucifer is not involved in any evil happening on earth. It's the people with mark of the beast who call themselves witches who are responsible for all the evil on earth. People with mark of the beast are people who have mark of the beast on their forehead. The mark of the beast on their forehead is the animal eye they have on their forehead. The image of the beast is the transformation of that they do, transform into an animal. And the beast they worship is any animal. Any animal is a beast. Will they serve their creator, or they will compare themselves equal to their creator? So I won the case without begging. And very soon, all the false charges placed upon Lucifer Morningstar, that the humans call him devil, Satan, and the rest, the false charge that is created by the people with mark of the beast, because all the evil on earth is done by witches, not by any spirit. Very soon, that blasphemy will be removed from them. So the choice is for the witches to decide their fate. Before I let anyone see Lucifer, I charge him billions of dollars. I allow the witches to see him freely without collecting anything. It is a gift and also a curse, but it depends on how they use it. Like the way I was the emperor of the gods, but never disrespect any god. They can choose to serve Yahweh, or they can choose to call themselves emperors, like the way they use my reflection to command the spirit that I myself have never done some before. Witches can choose to tell the truth. They are responsible for all the evil happening on earth. And stop accusing Lucifer Morningstar for a crime he haven't committed. Because if you have stomach pain, witches have put animals on your food spiritually. That is why you are suffering from stomach pain. If you have glaucoma, witches have an animal in your eye spiritually. That you have why you have glaucoma. If you have headache, witches have animals on your head spiritually. That is why you are suffering from it. They have to tell all that truth. The prophecy of their fall still stands. But just like the people of Nineveh prayed for forgiveness and they were spared, they can choose to surrender or they can choose to blaspheme. The choice is for them. I wish them the best of luck.